Oh my God! So y'all finna send me and my kids out on $200 from last month?
Who she talking to?
Melissa. They finna sell her out for $279 from last month.
Can you please tell me it's a great time I can pay that? I don't have nowhere to go.
Mommy, I'm not gonna let you say. Mama.
Can you, because I'm going to have to proceed, and if they get it stopped,
And this new.
America is hitting a breaking point, and you can see it in the faces of the people getting pushed out of their homes every single day. Seniors who should be resting are clocking in at 75 just to keep the lights on. Single moms with 2 or 3 kids are opening eviction notices because their rent jumped overnight. Today's video is just one example of what millions are dealing with. The eviction crisis that's swallowing people who did everything they could to stay afloat.
Did y'all hear about Section 8? I think I finally get a chance to have 72-cent rent. They said for 2026, you can't have more than 2 years on Section 8. So all you motherfuckers that been holding the motherfucker line up, get ready to pack your shit and get the... Because when I say I'm running to the motherfucker list, that's about the best thing that they done. That's it. Because I've been waiting on them to open the motherfucking Section 8 list for so much long. I was hoping they made a Section 9. Like, can I get a piece of the pie? Do you know what I can do if y'all let me have 72-cent rent for 2 years? I don't give a that it's only 2 years. That'll help me out tremendously. Now, I hate that for the people that don't know how to survive outside of the, government assist. But I most definitely want to turn. Like, I feel like it's only fair that we all get a turn of the Section 8 lifestyle. Like, I never had that. I want to see what that be like, because y'all ain't doing it right. Something about it that y'all ain't doing it right. Like, if you can't afford what the either for by now, you ain't do it right. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
This for you. If you live on Section 8, you want to hear this. What the government is now getting ready to start doing. If you have Section 8, the government is going to put a camera in your house to monitor everything that your kids do and you do living on Section 8. Because they taught these kids doing the things that they are doing. And they don't come out the way that they are. They trying to find out what's making these kids do the things that they are doing. So the government said if you have a Section 8 order to keep your Section 8, they're going to put a camera in your house because they taught her giving y'all these Section 8s. And they give them to y'all because of the kids. But they've been talking about this. So, what y'all think about this here? There's always some going on in America. The government saying, if y'all not going to wake up, they going to wake up. Real talk.
The idea that the government would even consider putting cameras inside Section 8 homes tells you exactly where we're headed. More surveillance, more control, and less privacy for the people who are already struggling the most. If this were really about fixing the kids, they'd look at the broken schools, the cost of living, the lack of childcare, the neighborhoods people are forced into because rent is insane. But instead, they jump straight to sticking a camera in your living room. Like families on Section 8 are some kind of experiment. Do you think cameras in Section 8 homes are safety or straight-up government overreach? Would you ever let the government put a camera in your living room? Drop your answer. I want to see where people stand on this.
This gonna ruffle some feathers, but I'm gonna say it. You know who y'all should be mad at? You know who you young ladies should be mad at? Your low-income mothers who didn't tell you not to have any babies in low income until you were not low income. That's who set you up for failure. That was your first enemy. In the low-income community, we're not talking about this. It's no reason why your mother's still in low income, you're having babies in low income and then moving into low income.
The only reason y'all are still having children you know you can't afford is because the government is there to bail you out every single time. If you were not allowed to add additional children to your Section 8 or your food stamp applications and or able to receive WIC for any kids that you did not initially have when you first applied for government assistance and got approved, y'all would stop. What I mean by that is, let's say you have 2 kids, you apply for food stamps in Section 8 and your benefits reflect 2 children. And the government says, that's all you got from us. You already can't do it yourself. We're going to help you. But if you have any more kids, that's on you. So let's say you get pregnant with a third child. You apply for benefits and you're denied. And the government says, oh, you couldn't take care of the other two, so why the f you having more, right? So now you have 3 kids, but your benefits only reflect 2. You have 3 kids and you can't get WIC to feed that child, that newborn baby. You can't afford those $40 cans. Okay, let's say, oh, you have a third kid, but your rent is not going to go down just because you had another baby. You're keeping the same rent. Y'all would not do that. And quite frankly, y'all are trying to debate me. In the same month, the government said they weren't going to give y'all food stamps. And y'all was crying on the internet saying this isn't fair. It's holiday time. It's food stamps. Like, we need the food stamps. We got to feed the kids. And don't get me wrong, the kids do need to get fed. I would never say kids need to starve because their parents made poor decisions. But it's no way y'all are trying to act like y'all are not to be held accountable for your own actions when the government is literally, they took it to the Supreme Court to try to not give y'all benefits this month. And y'all are arguing about whether someone already receiving government benefits should continue to have children. Absolutely shameful and disgusting.
The only reason this cycle keeps repeating is because the system keeps rewarding it. When you know the government will pick up the bill, rent, food, utilities, WIC, Section 8, there's no real incentive to slow down, plan, or stabilize before bringing another kid into the world. A lot of these folks would stop at 2 kids real fast if they knew that baby number 3 isn't coming with a bigger voucher, higher food stamps, and cheaper rent. Nobody wants to see kids go hungry, but at some point, accountability has to enter the chat. What do you think? Should benefits be locked to the number of kids you had when you first applied, or is that unfair? And if not that, what's the solution? Drop your answer below. This one's about to get messy.
They took everything. My food stamps, my cash. I had a cash balance over $6,000. It's gone. I had a food stamp balance of over $10,000. That's gone. They are going to be garnishing my TikTok wages to pay the $27,000 that they are saying I owe from an overissuance in food stamps. My Section 8 is now on hold, so I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent this month. My disability, that's another thing. At first, they tried to say that none of us would get our disability checks, but that's a whole other ballgame. Okay, I'm screwed. I can't reapply for 90 days. 90 days, I have to go without food, without cash, without a way to pay my rent. I was just at Walmart, had over $700 worth of groceries in 3 carts with 3 babies. It was so embarrassing.
Jobs are not paying 3 times the rent, so why is that required for me to get this apartment? I don't need 3 times the rent to pay y'all. For real. I'd rather you ask me like my pay history. Ask me about my bank account. Like, y'all gonna ask for access to the bank account anyways. Why don't y'all just look at my spending habits? Now, if my spending habits look like I can't afford this place, then all right. But if you see I'm paying my bills every month on time, man, give me the keys to my shit. And don't get me wrong, I do understand they have to have some rules and regulations in place so that people not just coming in and out of their shit, tearing up their shit. Okay. But y'all have to understand 3 times the rent. Imagine if rent is $2,000, right? That's meaning you have to make $6,000 for that apartment. That means you need to be making $72,000 after taxes to be able to afford that apartment when these jobs are not paying nowhere near that amount of money. And let's not even get into the different states with their different taxes. You got income tax, car sales tax, you got land taxes. Baby, you don't know what you're paying if I'm being honest.
How are apartments demanding you make 3 times the rent when not a single job in the area pays anywhere close to that? It's like landlords are living in some fantasy economy where everyone magically earns $75,000 a year after taxes just to qualify for a basic 2-bedroom. Meanwhile, real people are out here working full-time, sometimes 2 jobs, paying every bill on time, proving month after month that they can afford the place, yet somehow that doesn't count. Who the hell can pass these requirements when wages are frozen, taxes keep climbing, and the cost of living is completely detached from what people actually earn? Be honest, is the 3 times the rent rule legit, or just a gatekeeping trick to keep regular people out? And what's actually a fair requirement in today's economy?
Okay, Pookies, y'all listen. So to my moms that's on Section 8, I just got a message from someone that works in the department for Section 8. She don't work for all states. She just got out of a meeting and she's clocking out. I need y'all to listen to me and hear me good and prepare yourselves. Baby, y'all think just because the shutdown is over, that this shit is over. It's not over. Matter of fact, they're going to shut down again at the end of January. You have to right now, to whenever, because we don't know, to start preparing to pay full rent. I knew it was a reason why God wouldn't let me get on that damn program. I'm telling y'all right now, I came here to get on Section 8, but it was so many things going on. Trust me, I got approved. Everything, I turned in everything. But the lady kept saying it was something that my last state didn't, like, I don't know, but they was going back and forth, and my state was like, girl, we don't know what you're talking about, because she's out of the system. Like, it was God, y'all. It was God. God had a different path for me. God had a different journey for me. And I'm like, Lord, how am I going to be able to do all this on my own? I was looking for some assistance. Lord said, girl, if you don't sit back, be quiet, trust in me, believe in me, and keep pushing forward. Don't you say you got them big girl panties on? And giving up ain't an option. I need you to stand on business. And baby, I've been standing on business ever since. Trust me, everybody I talked to, I've done told y'all this story. God had a different plan for me. Telling y'all, get your house in order. Do what you got to do. Make sure you can afford full rent. Some of y'all don't pay anything. Some of y'all pay a few dollars. Some of y'all pay almost half. Some of y'all pay half or more than half. But be prepared to pay the full rent. She's saying there's not a time on it. There's not a clock on it. They don't know when. But it's being discussed that the folks that's been on Section 8 for years, or even if you just got on Section 8, she don't know if it's going to determine the outcome. The outcome is they're only going to give you a certain amount of months to be on Section 8, okay? I think it was like, what, a year or 2 years? 2 years, 2 years. If you're on Section 8 for 2 years, your 2 years is up, baby, you done with the program. Now, what she don't know is if you already been on Section 8 for 2 years or more than 2 years, you might have to go. You don't have to move out. You just have to pay full rent. Well, that's between you and the landlord and the housing authority, to be honest. But they're going to give you 2 years and that's going to be it. But she don't know, like, let's say I just got on Section 8 last month. That might already count against it, or they're going to start the clock over. She don't know if they're going to start the clock over, so I need y'all to get your house in order. Be prepared to pay full rent. And to the ones that got it, listen, I'm not talking to you. Talk to the ones that's really struggling and don't have it and don't have help. It's time to pray, do your part, and let God do the rest. But we can't just sit here. Start preparing now. And you cannot live there unless you have a job. So no matter what your circumstances is, the new thing that's coming, she said you have to have a job. So don't wait till the last moment and say, oh my gosh, I didn't know, I didn't get a notice. Because y'all, I'm thinking this stuff gonna hit the fan. And it may be little to none notice. But y'all heard it from me. So share this post to somebody that need to hear this. And let's stay prepared so we don't have to get prepared.
If Section 8 really shifts to a 2-year limit, thousands of families who've been on the program for 5, 10, even 20 years are about to face full rent overnight. People paying $0, $50, or $200 a month are suddenly expected to jump to $1,400, $1,800, $2,200 like it's nothing. Childcare isn't cheaper, rent isn't dropping. If this hits with little or no notice, like she's saying, we're looking at a wave of evictions that nobody is ready for. This isn't fear-mongering. It's the reality that Section 8 families are stuck in, and pretending everything is fine won't change the fact that the system is shifting fast, and the people with the least support are the ones who will get crushed first. What do you think? If Section 8 really switches to a 2-year limit and full rent after that, what do you think happens next? Mass homelessness? A job wave? Or something even worse? Drop your honest prediction in the comments. People need to hear it.